Nakamun kamatian, žalni bines, digo, bines jog da pinikasu inek, te. I come from the Great Northern Pike Clan. It's a great honor to be here. Nakamun, kamatian. Yeah, we yeah, we yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We are. Yeah, yeah, we are. 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 Yeah, 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 we are. Yeah, 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 we are, yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah, hey, oh. Ugikendan enamikak, ugikendan enkamikak. Ya ya, we are. Ya ya, ya ya, we are. Ya ya, we are. Yeah, Ugikendan enamikak, ugikendan enakamikak. Yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, yeah, we are, yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah, hey, 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 oh. Me, Kinakunagamun. That's the turtle song. Kinagego, Ugikandan. It's that the turtle knows everything and sees all. That's as I traveled across the lake to get here today. I felt like that spirit of the turtle was with me, guiding me as we came across the lake. Gikandan God. You should sing. Those are some of the words in that song. He's talking about every day and every rock that goes into the lake. So it's just something for us to think about as to how somebody can have that kind of knowledge, no matter what body of water that you're going into, that they already know every part of that lake. So to me, I continue to be amazed at the wealth of knowledge that was always around me from the time that I was born, and could never understand those things, or didn't really want to take a serious look at them because of what was happening in my life. So, but today I'm just amazed. I know that those things are truths about our existence here on this earth as physical beings. It took me a long time. Today's topic, I believe, has to do with loving yourself, loving what you do, and doing what you love. I checked through my notes, but there was a big tree down in front of the cabin there, so we got here. We had to take it down, so cut it up. It looks better out there. Anyways, like I was saying, for a long time I didn't even stop to take a look at some of the things that surrounded me, that were all around me all the time. And it wasn't until my first fast that I started to see things in a different way. It's like my eyes were open for the first time. It's just like I was seeing a whole new world. I was just amazed when I looked at the trees, how they clung to the rocks on the shoreline. Great big trees with hardly any soil that's visible to my eye, but the roots were running all over the place, and somehow they were getting all the nourishment that they needed, and they stood on the side of the cliffs as I paddled down across the lake and seeing these sights. And I don't know how many times I'd been out in the lake and never took the time to take a look at those things. And I was just marveling at the sights I was seeing. And that was just the beginning. That was just my way here. Things that I was starting to see constantly amazed me. And even when I was here, sitting on an island, I was still grappling with a lot of things that have happened in my life, trying to understand them and thinking about how hard life is to try and navigate, to try and understand those things. And at some level, I knew that I want to learn something. And as days passed, I couldn't figure out what I'm supposed to learn. Even after the fourth day, I was questioning myself whether I just wasted 4 days of my life sitting on an island doing nothing, and questioned whether I had learned anything, and doubting that whole effort that I had engaged in. But I was amazed as I got in the boat, and I'm thinking, I wonder when things are going to start sinking in. I got in my canoe and I started to paddle away. And as soon as I got 10 feet away from the island I was fasting on, it seemed like the fog set in, and it appeared like the thickest cloud that you see in the sky that had descended upon me, and I immediately got scared. I'm going to get lost out there if I can't even see the shoreline. So I thought I'd turn around and go back on the island. But as soon as I turned my head, I couldn't see that island. It was so thick, that cloud was so thick that I couldn't see the island. And I knew there must be another one kicking in. That I didn't even want to turn around. I knew if I tried to turn around, because I don't know where that island is, I might be lost, and I could be paddling around there till that cloud decides to lift. I didn't know I could be lost in that cloud for the whole day. So I just continued on in the way that I had started off, because I seen where the channel was, and that's where I was headed. And right away, I knew it's like the Thunderbirds were coming to guide me. And I'm thinking I'm paddling inside of a big, thick cloud, a real dark cloud. And I just went with it. And I'm thinking, I kept thinking I might get lost. But I just wanted to try to keep the canoe as straight as I can. And it's hard to tell whether your canoe is turning or not. But when those questions popped up in my head, all of a sudden I seen bubbles ahead of me. It was to me, it was the spirit of the turtle that it was underwater and bubbles were coming up. And I immediately told myself that there's somebody guiding me. All I have to do is follow those bubbles and they'll take me where I want to go. And I kind of continued to follow those bubbles that were popping up in front of my canoe. And the lake where the camp is, like from that island, it's quite a ways. And I don't know how long I paddled, but I seem to know that there's somebody taking care of me, somebody guiding me. And as I came across the point where that sandbar is, many of you know this area here. So there's a sandbar there. As soon as I hit that place, that cloud started to lift. And as that cloud lifted, a rainbow appeared in front of me. But the water was so crystal clear, just like a mirror. So the rainbow that appeared in a perfect circle right in front of my canoe. And I was amazed. I heard elders talking about they call it Binesi Mikana, Thunderbird Road. They talk about it that it appears at times in front of people. And one of the elders talked about seeing it and where that Thunderbird started to guide him. So I was just amazed. So I said, wow, now there's a rainbow. I just keep heading straight into that rainbow. And I made it across to the channel. And I wanted to give thanks. I stopped and pulled up my canoe, lit my pipe, and I knew that I was being taken across by spirit. I didn't realize how profound of an effect. I always thought that I could take control of my life and everything that happens around me. My world of ego, even to the point of thanking the spirits for taking me across. I'll take it from here. I recall almost every time I stopped someplace, the spirits were teaching me about how I need to look at life. And every place I thought I would stop and say, I'll take it from here. Thank you for taking me this far. I'll take it from here. Wanted to be what I could only describe as going back into my world of ego and thinking that I could take control of my life. Today, it's awesome view to surrender and let that creative force be a part of my life. That everywhere I look today, I'm still in constant awe at what I'm seeing unfolding in front of me. I continue to feel that love that comes from everywhere. And for me, it's like I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I just have to experience my life and allow that love to pull, allow my life to unfold, and whatever it is that the challenges that I face, I know that I have to look at them from a place of respect, that I have to learn from these things, and it really opens the door to that, where all of a sudden I'm learning, and my life becomes a precious gift everywhere I look. Even today, even the news reports that come on, and the challenges that are out there, I seem to see that there's a solution to those things, and the energy that I'm learning from, the way that I see the world, is just it's just hearing distance away from those people that are struggling. I'm amazed at how when I went, there was no human being telling me the things that I need to do, that I was looking at myself, at my own life. And today I know that each one of us has that same potential and power to be able to understand life, to see and find meaning to everything that's unfolding in front of you, and to be able to change when we start thinking of things that are negative, that we're moving away from that oneness of the Creator. When we see the oneness, all of a sudden we see that perfect order. I have a great deal of respect too for people that are struggling, and I know that those challenges are going to move them even to a greater place than I can imagine. So I'm just amazed at the kind of lessons that we're presented with as human beings, and each one of us are just like we're being given a challenge that's unique to everybody else. And to me, it's a responsibility that we have to share those views with one another, whatever challenges that we face each and every day. I was telling my wife, and as we were driving, for me, I've had to take extreme steps, extreme measures, like the number of days I had to fast to come to that understanding. A lot of people just naturally understand those things and live out their life from that perspective. And I believe sometimes we just have to be reminded. So I know that everybody, I can see the power in the people that come in front of me, and the energy and the potential that's there inside of them to move in that direction. And a lot of people, although they don't see it in themselves, they might be right in the middle of a challenge, but I can see where it's going to move them. And for me, it's just trying to trigger that spark that will all of a sudden they open their eyes to a new reality. Sometimes it just takes that one word that can initiate that spark, and all of a sudden you see your world in a different way. To me, I call it a paradigm shift. And I was listening to someone today talking about a near-death experience, and some of the things that they learned from that whole process. But I know that we don't have to go through that. We don't have to have a near-death experience, and I don't think people need to fast as extensively as I did to come to that realization. They just have to look inside and begin to see. It reminds me of another elder that was teaching, talked about a way of thinking. Some people are just naturally gifted with that ability to be able to listen and understand what's being said, and can really see the truth of the words and apply them, where they don't have to go into a sweat lodge, they don't have to go fasting, they don't have to go to the Sioux Lookout, or any of those things are irrelevant. They don't even have to pick up a pipe. They understand and have a natural connection to the spirit, and can see the world in the way that I'm describing, probably even a more beautiful world, to be able to manifest the things that they want without any great effort, just being who they are as human beings, honoring their intuitive part of who they are. It's like they know what's coming ahead and are able to arm themselves and equip themselves so they don't get pulled into another way of thinking. The elder described it as that you have a natural love and kindness in your heart, and no matter what it is that's happening, you're always able to see it from those eyes that haven't been corrupted by any other thoughts or actions. You continue to reinforce them. That love is there. So, and it applies to everything. Everything that I do today, I just love my life. I love the way it unfolds, the challenges that it faces, whether washing dishes or cooking or cutting up a tree that fell. Yeah. That all those things become just a powerful experience, and I know that they're going to help other people. All the actions that I'm taking and the energy that's coming from my spirit is healing not just the people that are close to me, but I believe it goes out into the universe. As I was singing that turtle song, I was thinking maybe I should just keep singing for a half an hour here and then open it up, because to me, those songs have powerful messages about how we need to see life. And I believe what we see out there is also inside of us. As long as we start to see it, then it's inside of us. I was amazed that somebody was talking about my son was talking about his experience, and when he went down to the States there to a concert, and he said he was in the city, and he's seen how beautiful the city looked, the trees, and for a long time I couldn't see beauty in the city, and it really helped me see it from a different perspective, because I had listened to someone describing the city as a beautiful place, seeing how magnificent the skyscrapers were, the bridges, how much energy it went into building those structures that are a part of that city for a long time, all, all I was focused on is the concrete, and I couldn't understand. So the cities weren't as beautiful as what it looks here in the bush. But today I understand, and when people were describing the city from that perspective, it really helped open my eyes to how I need to look at other parts of the world, and I need to see that beauty and all the energy that human beings have put into that, whether it's those structures that are going to improve the quality of life in those individuals. And it also reminds me when I was the last trip I made to Toronto, I stayed in this hotel, and when I came out, I was surrounded by skyscrapers. I don't know how tall, must be about 100 floors in each one of those skyscrapers. And I'm thinking, I'm here to talk to a few people. Imagine all the people that are in that one skyscraper. They couldn't get them into the venue where I would be talking to a group of people. That it's just a small segment of the city. And when I thought of the magnitude of people, that to me it's important that they hear the message. And I'm thinking that they have to be a part of that process. But I had a dream when I was there, and I seen the city just like the spirit of all the trees, all the plants, even the grass, everything that existed prior to the concrete. Their spirit and their energy was still there, was still very much present amongst those skyscrapers. And I knew that message is going to affect not only the people that are in that little room where I want to be going in, that those spirits were still there, right inside the city, and I didn't have to worry about that. They would be speaking to them as. So those kind of things have really grown inside of me, and I know every day I'm growing. And today, especially, again, was a powerful growth, and I'm just amazed at each day the things that I'm learning. And I think about things the way that I understood them a couple of days ago to today. I know that I'm feeling that energy a lot stronger than I did a couple of days ago, and I feel that energy of that love that the Creator has in my life. Kakequaehnun is in the make, and I know for a lot of people it's hard to wrap their thoughts around that, where you can use those kind of eyes to look at the world. But it's a possibility, and that's the way it is in my life today. So Kakequaehnun is in the make, and I know I look forward to meeting more people as they come to grow and to challenge their obstacles for getting our camp ready here. And it's such a powerful energy here where people have come to change their lives in the way that they look at the world. Miss Rubinik,